Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever Juice Box with Pastor Justin on the YouTubes. And so if you're new here, this is a time where we grab our juice boxes, we gather on Saturday morning, we drink our favorite juice, we talk through the Bible together. And so I want to invite you and your children to grab a Bible and some juice and join us as we dive into a really important question. The question for today is, did God really create everything? And that's a great question. I mean, as I'm walking around, I see a bunch of different things, from the smallest ants to the biggest trees. We see a lot. But did God create all of this? And so I want you to take a second, take a look outside. What do you see? You probably see grass, you probably see dirt, you probably see maybe a bunny running around, or maybe even a pond. What about, do you see an elephant with sunglasses on? Or how about a T-Rex with a little bow tie? Yeah, probably not. You probably don't see those. But as we look outside, we see a lot of different things. And so today we're going to be diving into the book of Genesis, right? So Genesis is the very, very first book of the Bible, and we are going to be in chapter 1. And so if you have your Bible, which I hope that you do, go ahead and grab it, turn to Genesis. And if you don't know where chapter 1 is, it's going to be the giant one. So we're going to start right there. We're going to read the entire chapter. And don't worry if you don't have a Bible, all of chapter 1 will be down in the description below, so you can follow along as well. And so the book of Genesis opens with, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, I want you to remember this verse, because this verse is our memory verse for the week. So keep that in mind, remember it, okay? But it also continues in verse 3. And God says, "Let there be light," and there was light. And so it's important to note that God is so powerful, he's so almighty, he's so amazing, that he can say something and it will be there. And that's exactly what he did. He said, "Let there be light," and there was light. It even says that he separated the light from the darkness and called the light day, and the darkness he called night. Aren't you happy that God created a nighttime? I wouldn't be able to sleep if I didn't have some sort of nighttime, and I love to sleep. But it also continues in verse 6 with God creating more things. It says, "Then God said, let there be space between the waters to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth." And that is what happened. God made this space to separate the waters of the earth from the waters of the heaven. God called this space sky. And so far, just a recap, so far, we have a day, we have a night, and a sky. God created all of that. But it doesn't stop there. God continues. He said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place so dry ground may appear." And this is what happened. God called the dry ground land and the water seas, and God saw that it was good. And then God said, "Let the land sprout with vegetation, every sort of seed-bearing plant, and trees that grow seed-bearing fruit." And that's what happened. God made all the land have so many plants, so many amazing things. And so without these, we wouldn't have a lot of food that we have today. And so imagine if you could never ever eat a strawberry ever again. That would be awful. But luckily, God created all of these plants and all these foods. That way we can be fed, and the animals and everything would have food. So now we have a sky. Okay, so we have a sky, we have dry land. Do you think God put anything in the sky? What about at night? What are those giant little, or what are those little tiny bright lights, or the big thing that sometimes you only see part of it? Right, that's the stars and the moon, right? And so God said this, he said, he said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night. Let them be signs to mark the seasons, days, and years. Let these lights in the sky shine down on the earth." And that is what happened. So God made two great lights, the larger one to govern the day and the smaller one to govern the night. He also made the stars. And so let's recap. We have a day, we have a night, we have a land, and we have sea, and we have plants and food on land, and we have stars, the sun, and the moon. That pretty much, that sums up everything we got, right? No, I think we might be missing something. We might really, really be missing something. What about animals? We're missing animals, right? But God continues. He said, let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind. So God created giant sea creatures and every living thing that scurries and swarms in the water, every sort of bird. And God blessed them. But God didn't stop with the sea. He said, let the earth produce every sort of animal, each producing their own offspring. Livestock, small animals that scurry along the ground, and wild animals. And that is what happened. And he blessed them, and he saw that it was good. Without our amazing God that created everything, we wouldn't have some of our favorite animals that we have today. What are some of your favorite animals? Maybe write it down in the comments below. Right? My favorite animal is a bear. It just looks so cute and so cuddly and so soft, and I just want to hug it and just love on it, right? That's what God created. And even though animals and plants might be super cool, but God didn't just stop there. He wanted to create the greatest thing yet. Can anyone tell me what that is? Right, that's you. That's me. God created humans. He said, let us make human beings in our image to be like us. They will reign over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, the livestock, all the wild animals on the earth. And so God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Wow. You and I are created in his image. We are loved and we are cherished by him. He handpicked each and every one of our features and made us perfect in his eyes. That's why some of us might look different, right? Because God handcrafted each of us to be special in his own image. And so now that we've gone through everything that God created, let's go back to the question, right? Did God really create everything? And the answer is yes. God created everything we see. God is almighty. He is powerful. He created everything. He created the heavens and the earth. And so let's take a look at our memory verse, right for today. I said it earlier. It's Genesis 1:1. It's in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So let's say that together. Ready? In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now we're underwater. Let's say it underwater style. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Oh no, I'm a robot now. Let's say it robot style. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Oh, now we're back to normal, right? Let's say it one more time together. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Awesome job today. I hope everyone has a great week. I hope everyone enjoyed this. If you like this, we have new videos coming out every Saturday. Go ahead and subscribe down below. Go ahead and like and share with your friends and family. Join us next Saturday, right, as we continue through God's big love story. Have a great week, everybody.